Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I've seen so many videos on labor and delivery stories and I thought I should share mine. Not just to tell you guys how my experience went, but just to have this as a memory so I can go back and reminisce on my labor and delivery. So at my 38-week appointment, I was only 1 centimeter dilated and I had a feeling she was not going to come out anytime soon. I knew I was going to go a full 40 weeks before she decided to come. At my 39-week appointment, I was still 1 centimeter dilated, and my doctor gave me an ultrasound just to see the size of the baby and to weigh her. And he's seen that I had low fluid in my belly and I also had high blood pressure. So he decided that he was going to induce me at 39 weeks and 4 days. He gave me a couple of days to try to go natural because I did not want to get induced. I wanted to go as natural as possible. The whole weekend I spent snorkeling, going to the beach. I spent doing so many things. So come Sunday night, which I got induced Monday morning. So come Sunday night, I got prepared, I did my hair, I packed the last minute things, and I was really excited. I was really bummed too because I really wanted to go natural, but she wasn't having it. Monday morning comes and we are off to my doctor's office. He wanted to check on me once again before I headed to the hospital. That morning I actually was having contractions, so it was a good thing. I'm like, maybe she might come on her own and I don't have to get induced. So he gave me another ultrasound and he's still seeing that my fluid was still low and my blood pressure was still high. So he told me, just go right across to the hospital. They are waiting for you. You're gonna get checked in and we're gonna start this process. It was honestly super quick, and for my first baby I was freaking out. Thank God my mom was here. She lives in Florida and I live in Hawaii, so I'm so lucky that she was able to make it. We go across the street to the hospital. We go up to the labor and delivery floor and I check in and I get to the hospital room. I get some food because before they induced me I wanted to make sure that I ate. I didn't know how long my labor was going to be. So I got dressed, I put my gown on, and I just got comfortable. I laid down in the bed and that's when they gave me the IV. Now, since I was having regular contractions, they didn't start the Pitocin right away. They knew how bad I wanted to go naturally. I did not want to get induced. So they told me they were going to give me a couple hours, like 1 to 2 hours on my own to see if my dilation would change. I checked in at 11:30 and by 1:30 they checked me and I still was at 1 centimeter and my blood pressure was still high. So they decided, okay, we're going to start the Pitocin now. So at 1:30 is when I actually began labor. My labor part was honestly super quick. When they started the Pitocin, the contractions were okay. They were bearable. I was able to breathe through them. I was still on my phone. I was still able to talk. I just did not want to stay in bed. I knew that I wanted to labor standing up or on a rocking chair or on a labor ball. I didn't want to go against gravity and just stay in the bed the whole time. So I was given the okay to be able to walk around the room and go on the labor ball. That's basically what I did. I believe my contractions didn't get heavy, not heavy, but they didn't get strong until 4 hours after I was given Pitocin. So I say about 4:30, 5:30ish is when my contractions were getting really bad. Since my contractions were getting stronger, they wanted to check me. They wanted to check my dilation. And I believe I was 5 centimeters dilated. My plan was to go natural. I did not want to get an epidural, but these contractions were strong. So I was bouncing on that labor ball, just trying to get through it. I just felt them in my lower back and in my butt. I just kept telling my mom, it's in my back, it's in my butt. I don't know why, because every woman has told me, oh, your stomach is it just hurts, and I didn't feel nothing in my stomach. It was just in my back. I just kept telling my mom, just punch me in my back, just massage my back. They were crazy. I was crying because they were unbearable. I guess I was crying because I knew I didn't want to give up. I knew that I wanted to go natural, so that's why I was crying, because I knew I'm gonna have to get an epidural because I'm at 5 centimeters. I need to go all the way to 10 centimeters to start pushing. But after a while being on the ball and being on the rocking chair and standing up, I even went to the bathroom and just I was just so uncomfortable. Since my blood pressure was high, my nurse came in and she said she wanted me to lay down. I laid down, I tried to sleep, I tried to breathe through those contractions. I tried not to tense up because they say when you're having a contraction, don't tense up, just let it go through. So I laid down for, I think it was 5 or 10 minutes. I don't even know. I was not looking at the clock. I was just worried about these contractions. So I looked at my husband and I told him, you need to ask the nurse to get me the epidural. I can't do this no more. So the nurse came in and she asked me, she's like, are you sure you want the epidural? And I told her, I was like, yes, I just can't. I'm exhausted and this is just hurting too much. So that's one thing about being induced that sucked the most, was my contractions went from being bearable to unbearable in like a split second. You know, I was doing good with the, you know, being able to go the 1 or 2 minutes, however they were apart. I was able to breathe and relax and concentrate. But then when they started going back to back is when I was like, nope, I can't do this. Yes, I ended up asking for the epidural and the anesthesiologist got there super quick. Now I started freaking out because I have heard so many bad stories about epidurals and don't move, you're gonna get paralyzed and this and that, and I started crying, my mom started crying, my husband is just looking at us like, what is going on? My husband and my mom was able to stay in the room when I got my epidural, which is a good thing because I needed that support. Once I got the epidural, I felt like a human being. I felt amazing. The epidural is just so awesome, and all I remember was not being able to feel my legs and just sleeping. I fell asleep because I was just so exhausted from laboring. I think it was like 4 or 5 hours that I was laboring on my own. When I got the epidural, it was maybe 6 o'clock. And I slept until 9. When I was like 4 or 5 centimeters, they asked if I wanted them to break my water so it can kind of speed up the process. And I told them no, I wanted my water to break on its own. My water finally broke. I woke up and I told my mom, my water just broke. So she ran out and she told the nurse, my daughter's water broke. The nurse came in and she checked me and she confirmed that it was my water that broke, and she also checked my dilation and I was at a full 10 centimeters ready to push, and actually her head was already starting to crown, so they had called my doctor right away and they're like, yep, she's ready to push. So when my mom and my husband had looked, they seen the baby and they were like, oh my god, she has hair, which she doesn't have hair anymore, but they seen that she had hair. So the doctor came in and he looked at me, he goes, are you ready for this? And I was just so excited, I was emotional. Started preparing the room, I started preparing myself. My husband had set up the camera because I made sure I wanted to document this beautiful experience. He also called his parents, my in-laws, because unfortunately they couldn't make it to Hawaii, they were still in Florida. So he had them on FaceTime. Once everything was done setting up and I had refreshed myself because I wanted to look the best, I started to push. And I pushed for 9 minutes. 9 whole minutes I pushed and she was already out. And it was the most beautiful experience. When she came out, I just started crying. My mom started crying. My husband was emotional also. And it was just absolutely beautiful. We right away did skin to skin. I did not want them to take her, so we did skin to skin, and they told me, you know, we have to weigh her, we got to get her height and weight. They took her, they weighed her, and she was 6 pounds 10 ounces, 19 inches long. My little girl, oh, she was just so perfect. It was just amazing. But all I remember was, hurry up and give me my baby. They finally gave me my beautiful baby back. I wanted my husband to hold her and I wanted my mom to hold her, so they got to do that. And after they got their little 5 or 10 minutes with her, I wanted to breastfeed right away. I latched her on and I just held her for a good 10 or 20 minutes because I knew they had to take her to the nursery. It was about 11 o'clock when they finally took me to my recovery room. My husband had went with my daughter to the nursery as she got her bath and her shots. So after she was done getting her bath and her shots, they wheeled her back to me and I just spent all night. Everyone went to bed, but I spent all night with her. I did not want to sleep. I was on mommy energy is what I call it, because I didn't sleep. Even the morning of, everyone woke up and I'm just wide awake and they're all like looking at me. Did you even sleep? Nope, I didn't sleep because I just wanted to keep holding her. That's why she's so spoiled, because I just wanted to hold her. That's basically my labor and delivery story. It was super quick, super fast. I was honestly blessed with a quick delivery and a quick recovery. So now I just wanted to introduce you guys to Miss Eleni. So say hi, Miss, oh baby. So this is my beautiful Miss Eleni. She is weighing over 9 pounds already, and she is almost 2 months old. She'll be 2 months old in a couple more days. I can't believe it. She's growing too fast. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed, and leave a comment below if you have any videos you want me to do in the future. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.